So another thing that I was just mentioning was that it's so important to just know that if we decide to leave aside everything that makes us not use our brain. Let's think of our brain as a muscle, okay? You know, you have to work out your muscle and able for it to grow. Think of the brain as the same thing. So, it's not a muscle, okay? Or maybe it is. Is it a muscle? I don't think it's a muscle. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, but if we think of our brain as a muscle, you know, it means that you have to exercise it to be able to actually make it grow and use more of a percentage of your brain. About the Mayans and the Aztecs, right? Let's focus on the most. I know that the Aztecs have their calendar too, but it hasn't been as popular as the Mayans. So they were able to predict future events. They were able to write a calendar with no science, with no machines. And you might say, oh, they were very wise. No, they had contact with, beyond, with extraterrestrial life, with beings from other planets, with entities. It was very easy for them. I keep saying, sorry. Sometimes I'll pick up in the phrase or a word and I'll repeat it a lot. It happens. See, I admit my mistakes. So they use natural resources to heal themselves or to cleanse themselves. Either look at when you come to Tulum, there are so many ceremonies here that are from the Mayans. So the important thing though is, sorry, my throat just got like really dry. The important thing is though that if you do come to a place like this that is so sacred and you use one of those rituals, that you're not just doing it for fun, you're actually doing it with a conscience. All right, guys? It's super important to not disrespect it. The sad thing is that most people come here as a tourist and just do it to have a trip, and it's so much deeper than that. So I've tried Bufo. I've actually mentioned this before, and it was probably like a life-changing experience. Very, very crazy, but definitely like you feel like you die and you live again, and it gives you an appreciation for life in a different way, and it does help. And this is something that actually the ancient Mayans used to use to cleanse people from negative energy. So, there's something to be respected from this. But anyway, how do they know that there's a plant that could help them cleanse, or that there's a plant that can help them heal? How do they know all this? They didn't have computers, they didn't have books. So there's somewhere they were getting their information, and it's because they didn't have time to waste on a phone, on a tablet, on a TV, on what to wear, because they were not all of them. I mean, sure they progressed, but I'm sure at one point they were naked, okay? But they wouldn't like wear more than one cover up. It would be, I mean, they would only wear one, right? I don't think they had a collection of colors that would make them distracted on fashion. So everything is made to distract you. You have to make more money. You have to make more money to buy more clothes, because you have to be with what's cool in fashion, to buy a new phone, to buy a new whatever it is that you're buying. And it's not bad to buy. That's part of progress. Actually, if you progress spiritually and energetically and as a person, and everything around you starts growing, your financial will also start to flourish. So you're not only going to be abundant in love and health, you're going to be abundant in money too. Because remember that money is not important, but money is important if you want to have let's say like a more of a relaxed life. Because obviously if you're in debt, you're not going to be able to go in a spiritual journey or take some time to meditate. So you need to have that stability where everything is good, so you have time to really focus on yourself and really have that peace. That's when you feel the difference. But how could you feel peace if you're drowning in debt, if you can't, and I'm not saying this is happening to so many people today, especially, and not because of your fault, because of things that are going on in the world. But it's important to know that aside from situations like the one that we're living in, which would fall into exceptions, we can guide this. We can decide if we are in debt or not, because it really depends on the energy that you're generating. Okay, so if you think that you're doing great but things aren't really flowing for you, there is definitely something that you're missing, and something that you're let's say taken for granted maybe or not using correctly. If you have maybe a good job and health but you're not being loving at home, that's going to be a gap to absorb negativity, or vice versa. If you're loving at home, actually that is the key. So if you have love in your life, that is going to help everything else. But you have to have everything balanced, and that's where you really hit the key. All right. Bueno, estábamos continuando de hablar. Se me abrieron un montón de páginas. A ver. Muy bien, amigos, estamos en vivo, en directo. No se olviden, estamos en Miami TV. Son 8:35 p.m., martes, junio 30 del 2020. Estaba yendo a nuestro chat. Ahí está. It's easy, es fácil ahogarse en negatividad. Es difícil abrazar a la positividad. Lo más que te mueves hacia la positividad, lo más fácil, por supuesto, que se convierte en, claro, como un hábito, lo que les estaba diciendo antes. Estaba contando algo recién en inglés y creo que no es algo que traduje, así que a ver si me viene otra vez a la mente. So it's easy to draw into negativity, but it's hard to embrace positivity. The more you move yourself towards positivity, the easier it becomes doing it. Absolutely, my friend. It's just, like I said, it's a way of life. It's just something that you get used to. Bueno, estábamos hablando, ya me acordé, sobre si ustedes están teniendo, por ejemplo, situaciones de a un lado de la pandemia, porque la pandemia ha afectado a mucha gente y eso no significa de que te lo merecías o no te lo merecías, no es un karma que estás pagando, es algo que afectó a todos. Pero si tú tienes positividad en tu vida, lo que vas a hacer es que vamos a decir como que vas a estar un poquito más alejado de ese tipo de situaciones de carencia monetaria, porque también el dinero, que muchos de ustedes siempre dicen, no puedo pagar o no llego a fin de mes, y luego se están peleando como perros y gatos en la casa. Entonces yo siempre les digo, todo empieza en la casa, empiecen a tener un balance de lo que es el hogar, su salud y su trabajo. O sea, son tres cosas, ¿no? La salud, el dinero y el amor. Entonces lo que queremos es que estas tres cositas vayan a par una con el otro. Si en alguna estás fallando, es porque hay en otra que tienes debilidad. Entonces, si no te está yendo bien en el trabajo, estás ganando poco dinero, empieza a mirar entonces pues cómo estás de salud y empieza a mirar cómo estás en tu hogar, porque recuerda también que la energía más fuerte es la energía del amor. Entonces, normalmente esa puede aguantar a las otras. Digamos como que si tú tienes mucha energía de amor pero estás fallando en la salud y en el dinero, seguro que esa igual va a aguantar a las otras hasta que se estabilice la situación, porque como les dije, por ejemplo, en momentos como ahora, con la pandemia o cosas que no se pueden evitar, pero fuera de eso, fuera de momentos de pandemia, vamos a decir, nosotros normalmente 100%, si estamos en control de nuestra mente, en control de nuestras energías, de nuestros pensamientos, de la energía que generamos, y generamos solo positividad, todo tiene que ir a par y todo tiene que ir creciendo igual uno al lado del otro. Y esa debería ser la vida para todos, esa debería ser la vida, vamos a decir, como que en un mundo perfecto, pero en realidad somos nosotros los que decidimos o no tomar esas decisiones que nos llevan a ese tipo de situaciones positivas o negativas. Hello, Jenny. Hey, Ivan. What's going on, guys? Welcome. All right, my loves. So, any other topics you guys want to talk about? Let me know. If not, I'm gonna read an email. Okay, Jenny, what is the scariest thing that you've ever done for fun? What is like a Q&A? The scariest thing that I've ever done for fun. I have no idea. I don't have an answer for that one. What is the scariest thing you guys have ever done for fun? If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be and why? Okay, something that I want to eliminate from my daily routine. Can it be something stupid, like going to the bathroom? It's like, no, it's 5 minutes lost. No, no, nothing that I want to remove from my daily routine. I don't really have a routine. Every day for me is new and different. So yeah, I'm like, what is it that we all do that we can remove? Brushing our teeth, going to the bathroom, taking a shower, eating. Yeah, you need all those. So. Jenny, vamos a responder algunas preguntas. ¿Qué es lo más miedoso que has hecho en tu vida para diversión? No, ni idea, ni idea. Si pudieras eliminar una cosa de tu rutina diaria, ¿qué sería y por qué? No tengo nada para eliminar de mi rutina diaria porque honestamente no tengo una rutina diaria. Todos mis días son diferentes. Creo que también es lo que hace la vida un poquito más emocionante, que no sabes qué va a pasar y no tienes una rutina que, por ejemplo, trabajo de 9 a 5, sacar, no sé, comer a tal hora porque tienes el recreo. Entonces, no, tengo la bendición hemos trabajado muy duro para llegar a tener nuestros propios horarios. Em, what is the most embarrassing thing you've done while on a date? I think I've always been pretty slick. I don't think I've done anything weird on a date. If you were to perform in Vegas, what would you do? Oh God. I really like those burlesque dance shows on a champagne glass. I would totally do that. What is it, like a burlesque show? I would do that. Dice, si tú fueras a hacer un show en Las Vegas, ¿qué harías? Um, Estaría bueno un show burlesque. ¿Ven como los que se meten en la copa de champán? No, en la copa de champán, no, en la copa de martini, en un martini glass, sorry, grande. Eso estaría chévere. Como un estilo Las Vegas burlesque. Let's see. Where's the last place? Where's the last place you'd be caught dead? Is that like where's the last place that I would want to die in? That's a weird question. I don't know. Oh, okay, I thought I was gone again. I'm like, no. What is the silliest thing you have an emotional attachment to? You're not going to believe this, but over a couple years now, I am not emotionally attached to absolutely anything. So I could, lose everything today. And of course, it'll be sad and I'll suffer, but nothing that I'll be like, oh my God, I can't live without this. So that's a breakthrough, isn't it? ¿Qué es lo más tonto al cual tienes un apegamento emocional increíble o ridículo casi? Hace ya unos años que no tengo no sería apegamento no es una palabra, un acercamiento, vamos a decir, no tengo acercamiento emocional a absolutamente nada que es material, o sea, de que ni siquiera pensando en algún juguete de niña o algo así, como que sí, tengo muñecas y esto, pero no, nada como que diría, wow, si pierdo esto es mi amuleto de la suerte, o si pierdo esto como que no puedo vivir sin él. Creo que lo material es material y no es fácil llegar a ese punto, pero se siente bastante bien. O sea que yo podría perder todo lo material que tengo hoy en día y sí, obviamente sería muy triste, lo sufriría, pero podría tener la fuerza para seguir adelante y volver a construir. What's the most important thing to you in life? Energy, love, and health. I mean, how could you just pick one? You need everything. What failure have you learned the most from? Not jumping from a moving swing to a bush. I'll always remember that. No, I don't. I would have to think about that one. But no, that I really learned from that one though. All right, guys. Well, we do have a show for members now. If you guys want to join us there, maybe the scariest thing you did was the skydiving. No, not at all. That wasn't scary at all. That wasn't scary at all. I was totally looking forward to that, and I want to do it again. I just want to do it naked. I heard that you could do it naked in Canada, so maybe when we travel there, we can do naked skydiving. I mean, would that be awkward? Like, would it be like hygienic? What if like you fall into something? Maybe with a thong, you guys. What if the air, because you're going down and something just floop? Yeah, no. Maybe with a thong, you guys. Estaba diciendo, ¿cuál es quizás lo más difícil o lo que más te da miedo que has hecho? Pudo haber sido el saltar de un avión. No, eso fue súper divertido. Eso, la verdad que no me dio miedo para nada. Me encantan los deportes extremos a mí. No he tenido la suerte de hacer muchos de ellos, pero bueno, lo que puedo probar y a ver si me sale o no me sale, me encanta. O sea, de que todo lo que sea así, como ese tipo de aventuras, como el esquiar, el saltar de un paracaídas, el globo que flota, ese no es tan extremo, pero que sí también lo he hecho. Pero no tengo miedo a las alturas, así que no pasa nada. Um, Al contrario, eso estaba bien chévere. Bueno, amigos, continuamos ahora para miembros en nuestro canal de Sandwich TV. Estén positivos, recuerden, intenten estar optimistas, siempre hay algo por lo cual mirar al día de mañana, algo que te haga sonreír y cuando encuentres esa persona o ese objeto o ese animal o esa actividad o ese trabajo, agarra y pues que te ayude a estar lo más optimista y positivo posible. All right, guys, what is the most embarrassing Johnny Show situation you've ever had? Black and white wood person cross dresser. No, that wasn't. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe that. The most embarrassing thing yeah, I had a transvestite kiss me. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because he was a guy and he was actually very handsome after all the makeup, but it was like kissing, yeah, it was weird. So, maybe I wouldn't have freaked out so much if it was just a plain guy or a plain woman. It's like, okay, but this is like a male woman, and yeah, I wasn't waiting for that. ¿Qué es lo más vergonzoso que te ha pasado en una situación de Genie Live? Dice, quizás en el evento de Black and White, donde ese travesti te besó. Sí, es verdad. Mira, qué memoria, pero sí, probablemente fue lo más raro como que me ha pasado. Un travesti que está atrevido, ¿no? O atrevida, no sé cómo decirlo, pero... O los dos, o A. Atrevido A. Y de hecho, cuando el señor se quitó el maquillaje, era lindo debajo. Entonces yo digo, no me hubiera molestado si hubiera sido hombre o si hubiera sido mujer directamente, donde, oh, ok, te agarran de sorpresa. Pero el hecho de que era un hombre vestido de mujer, como que... nah. Sí, creo que ha sido lo más vergonzoso que nos ha pasado en un programa.